Do I come around?
Go straight.
Okay, we're going into the vet. Okay, Gretchen, she is. Go in, forward.
It's gonna be a narrow isthmus
She'll
right here.
try to get me through it. Let's go through.
Gonna step up.
Here we go, Gretchen. Wait, let's see. Come back. Step up. Good girl. Okay, let's find the door. Inside.
The door handle.
Inside. Inside. Good job, Gretchen. Let's go forward.
Baby,
Yes.
y'all are gonna follow me.
Okay. Hi. Let's follow. Follow. Follow, Gretchen. I didn't hear where she went.
Gretchen, come.
Follow.
Good girl. Good girl.
Follow.
Um,
Follow.
you're in the room.
It's okay.
We go back out this way. She's not allowed back here.
No, she's not. Thank you. You can sit over there. Okay, here we are in your room. That was quick. Okay, I want to take her. Sit. Sit. Take her harness off.
Hey guys.
Hi, Dr.
Hello.
Fine.
This is Gretchen.
All right. So, how long have we noticed it and all those kind of things?
Well, we came back right after COVID started.
Okay.
And she was brought in. We weren't in here with her, but it
Right.
was on here then. But then I noticed like 3 days later it was back again.
Okay.
So it's that was what, March? Here it is right here.
Okay. Well, I've got note if it's the same cyst was in May 21st.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It's right under
Hey,
that
babe.
finger.
What's he say?
She's a good girl.
Let me just take a feel.
And it, can you feel it?
Oh, let me just squat down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay. And it's right where her harness kind of, and that's what I was concerned about, that the harness in a certain position will rub on it. And it looks littler today than it actually did like 3 days ago.
Any other spots anywhere?
Yeah, she had one on her ear, but it kind of right
Popped it.
right under this finger.
Yeah.
All right. So,
But that
more
one,
than likely,
Mm-hmm.
big 50-cent term is a sebaceous gland
Yes.
adenoma.
right.
Okay, which is a benign tumor of the oil gland of the skin.
Okay.
Now, and with you saying she had one and it kind of popped like a blackhead or whatever, that's what they do. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This one, unfortunately, I think is a little deeper,
Mm-hmm.
so it's wanting to go in instead of rupture out.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But there again, it's your typical nice, well walled off, round, not attached to anything deeper in. So, problem wise, bad problem wise, no problem.
Sit.
Okay.
Down.
Because of if it were somewhere else, then I'd probably say just feel of it once a month and leave
Got
it alone.
you.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Now, that being said, since she is what she does,
Yes.
and that kind of
The
thing,
guide dog.
it is very possible. And this is worth the three things that's going to happen is it sits there and does nothing,
Right.
it ruptures and goes away,
Right.
or it gets infected and irritated and it gets bigger. Okay.
Okay.
So, if it weren't right there where it is, then I'd say it's probably just going to sit there, and sometimes they'll kind of come to a head and go away and
Right.
drop. And the problem is the harness
Yes.
being right on top of it. Is it uncomfortable or anything to her? Probably not much, but like I said, when they're up underneath here and you got an outside dog and that kind of thing, it's kind of bouncing and
Yeah,
going-
she
going
doesn't
over
like
bushes.
me manipulating it at
Yeah.
all. She just does.
So, like I said, there's probably some discomfort to it, but mostly due to the fact that it's being irritated by the
Gotcha.
harness. And the more it gets irritated by the harness, then therefore the bigger it gets.
Gotcha.
And the sooner we got to do something about it.
Okay.
Now, the bad thing about that is we still got to remove it. We got to make a, probably a 2-inch long incision, and it's gonna be gone. But then we got stitches to deal with for a week or two after, so it kind of.
I
It's not a
understand.
matter of just lancing it.
Correct,
and hoping.
correct. And that's what I said. I have had some of these guys that I did, and then the owner would ask me, say, well, can you just drain it? And you can. Sometimes when you stick a needle in it, you make it mad.
Yes.
And then 2 weeks later,
It's
you
worse.
got to do
Gets even
something
bigger.
else.
Yes.
So the way it feels and all that, it's either leave it alone and not mess with it, unless it makes us deal with it,
Right.
or
Right.
just go ahead and take it off and deal with it.
Okay.
And like I said, certainly it can be sent off to the lab. Typically what I do is if I take it off and I cut into it and it's a greasy cyst,
Right.
then you say, okay,
Yeah.
there's
it's
no reason to spend
sebaceous,
$200 for biopsying this because I know it's a cyst.
Right.
okay?
Right.
So, so no big deal, nothing that you need to, be that concerned about, nothing
Okay.
that you need to be in a hurry to do it. I will say though, if it were my dog without
Yes.
a harness and just running around,
Yes.
I probably
right.
won't mess
right.
with it,
Right.
unless it does get bigger. With her, with what she is and everything, I'm afraid if I just tell you to sit on it, you're
It
going
might
to sit
get
on it to the
bigger.
point of we got a bigger problem. And
Gotcha.
then when I say a bigger problem, I don't mean a horrible problem, just more to deal with.
Right. More tissue that's
More
invaded.
tissue,
Yes.
that's
right.
correct.
Closure, more
Just a
stitch- more
bigger surgery
stitches,
site
yes,
and
yes.
all that kind of thing.
Yes.
So like I said, pretty simple to do. Like I said, probably take 25 minutes to remove, put
Okay.
some stitches in.
Okay.
So it's
So-
kind of what you. But I will say that probably, as far as the harness,
Right.
as limited a harness on her for a week to 10 days as
While
you
the
possibly can.
stitches,
And
While
that-
the stitches, while the
And
Is
you
it-
know, while
is
we're
it-
under kind of this kind of stuff,
Right. You're
that
not-
might
you're
be
not
a
doing
good
a whole
time
lot
to do
either.
it.
Okay.
Right. Right.
Is it
So-
resorbable sutures or do we come back in and get them out?
Ooh, it'll be according to who does it.
Okay.
Okay. If I were to do it, they'd be all inside absorbable.
Okay.
Now, everybody's different.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
So, and like I said, my thought is, one, you don't have to bring her back, have her and get stitches out. Two, there's no stitches on the outside for her to lick at, chew at. and all
Uh-huh.
that.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
But now that's just the way that I typically
Yeah.
do stuff. Okay.
Gotcha.
So, but you can definitely check with Dr. Norman, Dr.
Right.
English, and them, and as far. But like I said, it's probably about about 1.5 inch, 2-inch long incision, and it'll heal up nicely and all that because it's pretty small. Like I said, surgical wise, it's not
Not.
no surgery is no big deal. But
I know,
it's no
I
big
know.
deal. Okay.
Surgery, yeah.
So, and she's how old now?
She'll be 5 in November.
Okay. So definitely, you could, if you want blood work done, you could. 5, and it's such a short procedure, that-
Yeah, blood
that-
work
that-
might be. You mean while she's having the surgery, get the
Right,
blood work
right.
done?
Before she
Pre-op,
goes under anesthetic.
pre-op.
Yes.
And it's not ever a bad thing.
It isn't because she's a working dog. I mean,
Right,
she's
and-
my eyes.
Yeah, and that way you've got a baseline for
Right.
down the road
Right,
as well.
right,
okay?
right.
And typically we give you a discount on pre-op as opposed to a
Just regular blood
a
count.
regular
Normal
blood
blood
work kind of
Gotcha.
thing.
Right.
So it's pretty much the same blood work. It's just it goes with the surgery.
That's
so
right.
It's 20% off
Right.
as opposed to just doing a panel.
You're
of
spending
blood.
78 instead of 100.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
so it's not a bad thing to do. Like I said, she's 5.
Right.
Should anything be
And she's
there?
a working dog, yeah.
Right.
And
No,
she's,
but at 5, and she's a shepherd.
Yes.
She's early middle age,
she is.
so it wouldn't be a bad thing. So, like I said, no big deal. It comes off pretty
Okay.
easily, and just
So we just need to schedule that.
just need to
It's-
schedule
okay.
it. And
Okay.
like I said, the biggest complication afterward will be
Not
the
this.
harness
Yes.
on top of it.
Gotcha.
The wound.
And like I said, and I think you could, if you had to, you could. If you take, maybe get a little
Gauze
roll of
pad
vet wrap or something and just add it,
yeah,
you
to
know,
the
and go to
harness so that it doesn't.
and go to the park
Gotcha.
or whatever you normally do,
Oh, no.
and then as quick as you get home, get it back off.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
But like I said,
Now-
I would be fairly confident in telling you it's just a benign cyst, and it's just she will have others as time goes.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
You asked me that, and I remember Dr. Norman removed one off of her leg.
Yeah.
Uh,
And just like I said, dogs that have one typically have more.
Okay.
So I used to have a little old lady that she had a little Shih Tzu, no,
Yes.
it was a Lhasa, little white Lhasa, and she'd bring it in about once a year, and she'd have these purple magic marker marks on, and it'd be 4 or 5, and she'd say, I want them off, I don't like them on my dog, I brush my dog every day, so. So
Yeah.
about once a year we'd take 4 or 5 off, and she was happy, and the dog was happy.
And the dog was okay.
And,
yeah.
right. So no big deal one way or the
Yeah,
other.
I probably
Don't be
would leave
concerned
it.
about it. Don't be freaked out about it. It is a lump. Lumps are bad, but this one's probably a good lump.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a lump.
I couldn't pop it.
Right. Yeah.
I tried.
So and like I said, probably those are typically within the skin,
Yes.
and normally they lead to the outside, and this one is probably
going.
just deeper enough down into the skin tissue to where it's not going to.
It's not
You
gonna
probably
pop,
don't want it to rupture with the
No,
harness being on it and
no.
have a infected
Right,
sore
exactly,
type thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
She's in very good health, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I would do.
Awesome.
No big deal. No
Okay.
big hurry.
And the nails,
and-
right?
Oh, we need to get nails. Okay.
Nails clip.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get Jessica to grab that.
All right.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Doc.
much, doctor.
So yeah, but like I said, just as far as what type of stitches, just check with them.
Okay,
And
all right.
say, hey, 'cause like I said,
Can
I
you
just
do
try to
resorbable?
put all absorbable in up underneath, and we don't have to
Gotcha.
deal with anything.
Sounds awesome.
Just because she needs her nails done.
She hears that cat. Sit. Good job.
I'm gonna take her back so we can
All
do the
right.
nails real quick, okay? Is that
Okay.
okay
And
with you?
she knows Elizabeth back there. You know, the volunteer Elizabeth that just came in.
Yeah.
That's our grand.
That's our granddaughter.
Okay.
So they're like, anyway.
She's
Elizabeth said her nails didn't look too bad, but there's one that looks really bad, and we have hardwood floors. So,
so you
she's
can hear. her go
Yeah.
clip,
Yeah, we can
clip,
probably
clip.
just tip them
okay.
to
Okay.
like make
And-
them short but not too short.
Okay. Good. Thank you
All right,
so
thanks.
much. So now we have to figure out when we can do it.
Correct.
It can't be at a time that I'm going to the dentist,
Correct.
or going to somewhere else. So
We'll have to figure
we'll
it
just
out.
look at the calendar and see, because I think he thought she was a park dog,
Right.
and she's not she doesn't go to the park. I mean, she might take me to the park, but
Right.
anyway,
Do you want me to keep the video
Yeah.
running?
yeah, because I'm still talking, and right now she's back in the back, and Elizabeth's with her, because they didn't shut the door.
The door is slightly ajar.
Yeah, because I can hear everything they're saying,
Okay.
and that's okay. So that's Gretchen's doctor's daughter who's here today. And the other doctor, is it Brent?
Dr. Britt.
Britt. He's another vet here, but he's not Gretchen's vet. But luckily for us, we were able to get in today. So that's just a good thing. And then when she comes back, we can put her harness on her. So we'll see how she does. She's real jumpy today. Did you notice that?
Yes.
How Gretchen is jumpy, and I think it's the lack of socialization during the pandemic, because she hasn't been anywhere, right? She hasn't been to the grocery store. She hasn't been to Walmart. She hasn't been to
That's
Target.
true.
She hasn't been to, big stores that we walk around in all the time.
Yes.
And we don't get to walk around downtown and go into stores or the restaurants. She's been to no restaurants.
That's true.
She's lost that socialization. Even walking down the sidewalk, she starts acting very protective toward me, like she's just a regular dog and not a guide dog. So she's usually very nervous here at the vet. But she's not looking around like she was today. Today, I noticed her head just looking around everywhere, and usually she kind of stares straight forward.
Okay.
So we're getting her nails clipped just because she's on hardwood all day long, and she's not as much on the sidewalk as she has been. And the sidewalk naturally files down her nails.
But since she hasn't been doing that much sidewalk.
Right. I hear them clipping the nails.
Yeah.
She sounds like she's doing good. I can't hear Gretchen at all. Gretchen is not making one sound. And there's a cat back there with her, and if we were at home, she would be in the cat's business. I just love kitty cats.
We should teach Elizabeth how to clip nails.
Oh, I think they are. They're teaching Elizabeth as our granddaughter, and she's volunteering here at the vet, and she comes every other Saturday. So that's one of the reasons that we set the appointment today, so that we could come, bring Elizabeth to work, and get this taken care of today, or at least get some advice on what to do about the cyst. The cyst is about the size of a large marble, and it's right under where Gretchen's harness is. So everybody could hear what the doctor said about that it's something that we can take care of. And because she's a guide dog, it'll have to be done while I don't have any other things that are mandatory. Even right now during COVID, I still have like an annual doctor appointment, dentist appointment, nail appointment, hair appointments. I actually have a massage scheduled for next week. Gretchen takes me to those, except for the 2 doctors. Gretchen takes me to those by myself. So it would need to be done at a time that I don't have any of those appointments that I would have to go to by myself.
Right.
That Jerry and I are going together. So.
What time does Elizabeth get off today?
I think she stays here through their closing hour, which is maybe 1 o'clock, and her mother comes to pick her up.
Okay.
But I know they're short-staffed right now because one of their vet techs left this week to take another full-time job, and so Elizabeth is, I think, going to be pretty helpful. This is only her 2nd time, and she learned so much last week. Week before last when she came her last time, she told us a lot about what goes on. She learned how to mix medications. Oh, she's done. I hear them. Here she comes. You got her videoed?
Yeah, I will.
You can tell she's a little quieter.
I sure can. I can't even hear her coming.
I just
You did awesome. Thank
I
you.
kind of shaved them down a little so that way you
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Gretchen, let's put on your harness, okay? Ready? Let me see. Come here, girl.
So Elizabeth, you're gonna volunteer today till Mommy comes to pick you up at closing time, right?
Yep, just like last time.
Okay.
All right. Well, enjoy your day.
Thank you.
I'll
Bye.
see you.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Okay, let's put your harness on.
It's okay. She can have a treat.
Oh yes, she'll love a treat.
Here you go.
Oh, how good.
Since I know you're working and you did good too.
Thank you so much.
Is that good? That way we can be friends next time you come back.
Oh, she is. I
There you
usually
go.
do bring a little PB, I call it. I can't even call the name out. But that stuff that goes on a jelly sandwich,
Oh,
PB,
Yeah. If you say the full word,
the ears go
I
up and she
got
starts
ya.
looking
I was
everywhere.
I was gonna say it.
She comes running across the house when she hears that word.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you.
much.
All
I
right.
appreciate
Have a
it.
fun
Have a
day.
wonderful day.
Yes.
See ya.
Thank you. Come on, Gretchen, let's go forward.
Shall I stop?
No,
the
just
video?
keep going because she's leading me. And do we go right or left, Jerry?
Well, we're gonna wait while we have a customer in front of you. So if You
Back
just
up.
Back up
Okay.
a little bit. Good.
Okay.
We'll just wait here till they check out.
Come here.
Here, let's sit. Sit. Good job.
Good girl.
Good job, Gretchen. She's still. Good job. Good job. I know you haven't even been in public. You're looking around.
Look at the other dog.
Oh.
That check out.
How far is the dog from her?
About 3 feet.
At least she's sitting. That's a good girl.
She's doing good.
Gretchen, sit down.
Sit. Sit, Buck. Sit. Sit.
It's that other noise that usually gets her. The kitty cat. Now she'll go into a rest position. Rest. Rest, Gretchen, rest. Good job. Good job.
She's still back.
That's because I said good job. She thought she was going to get a treat.
Oh, I see.
Rest. Let's go down. Down. Good job. Rest. Good job. Good job, Gretchen. Good girl. She's in a full rest position just in the hallway. Although she's panting, so I know she's a little nervous. Good job, Gretchen. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, well, I think that's we'll just be waiting in line, and we can end our video. And I hope you've all enjoyed our visit to the vet. It was very impromptu, and come back and see us next time. Gretchen's ready to go, but it's not our turn. So I'll say goodbye. Bye, everybody.